We wrap up our Fall AD podcast today, talking all things Indian Hill Braves, catching up with Brian Phelps. Brian, how are we doing this morning?
Doing great. Sun is shining, and it's week 9 at tournament time. It's crazy. We're already towards the end of the fall season.
Yeah, you could tell the temperatures this morning a little chilly. We're getting closer to fall, and week 9, here we go. Let's start with go inside. Girls volleyball looks like they wrap up the regular season this week with 2 home league matches and then a road non-league, hosting Wyoming on Tuesday, Taylor on Thursday, and then travel to the Bluegrass State for a match against Ryle Saturday at 9.
Yep, you said it all. 2 big matches this week at home with Wyoming and Taylor. We'll use one of those matches as a youth night, grades 3 through 6, and the other as a middle school spirit night. So we should have 2 big crowds for both of those games. Tournament draw came out. We're the number 6 seed in the tournament, and we'll host Taft in the first round, and that will be held at Princeton. So again, that's next week. We're already here towards the end of the season, but we have a chance to finish strong for sure.
That sounds great. Do you find having those youth nights for all your sports, does that help keep numbers up once they get to the varsity level? Just keep them involved, engaged, because your numbers at all your teams are strong, and I just wonder if that is something that's part of the recipe to keeping that rolling.
Absolutely. What we're trying to do here at Indian Hill is we want our youth to feel like they are part of our high school program, and any opportunities that we can get to celebrate the program as a whole, not just the varsity team we want to include our youth families. We want them to see what it's like playing for the Braves. We want them to connect with their coaches, with their kids. You know as well as I do, a 3rd, 4th, 5th grade kids, they care very little about who the coach is. They're just not there yet. But what they do care about is the junior and the senior that, gives them a fist bump or, a high five kind of as they're running out. Those are the memories that we're trying to help create. And I think, those are for all of our sports, like you mentioned. Like, that's what we do as a community to connect our youth and our middle school and our high school programs.
Yeah, that's just awesome. Yeah, just awesome. Yeah. And it might even be a brother or sister that's on that varsity team. So it's really cool stuff. Let's switch to the hard court. Girls tennis is in tournament play. Let's give the latest on Indian Hill girls tennis.
So sectionals are over. Sophia Thompson won sectionals. We have 6 of our girls moving on to the district tournament. Sophia Thompson won singles at sectionals. Great. Brooke Arrington and Lillian Dwyer won doubles at sectionals. Both really have a chance to be state champions, honestly. Caroline Brown finished 2nd in singles, and then the Larson sisters, Cassie and Lexi, finished 3rd. So all 6 of those young ladies will move on to the ATP next Thursday for districts, and then hopefully we'll move on to Saturday for the seeding for state. But really excited for our tennis program. And as we mentioned last week, as a team, the girls beat Marymount 5-0, so they will also move on to the state Final Four in the OTCA tournament, which is Sunday, October 22nd. So a lot to look forward to with our girls tennis program for sure.
Let's spend a little time on it, because you've been there, how tough it was for all of those teams to get through there. It's not just one match. I mean, that is a major feat to get through and have them all go through, don't you think? I mean, it's incredible.
It's amazing. This is, I've been in athletics and high school athletics since 1999, and obviously not an AD that whole time, but over half of that time. There's not a girls tennis team that I have seen better than this squad of girls. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that they will win it all necessarily. We think they can. We think they should. We know a lot of luck comes into play when you talk about state champions. But I'll tell you, if they can stay healthy, they've clearly been focused all season. But from a talent standpoint, this is just an amazing group of girls tennis players.
Southwest Ohio has great tennis, boys and girls. I mean, to get through that, it's just amazing. It's just congratulations to them on the individual side of things and the team side. It's just a great feat.
Yeah, thank you, and they deserve it, and hopefully at the end of the season we have some state championship medals and trophies to celebrate.
Yeah, that's great. Best of luck to them. Let's switch to the pitch. We'll start girls soccer. They wrap up regular season play right before tournament, traveling to Taylor to wrap up CHL play on Wednesday. And I'm sure you have some tournament information to share with the fans.
Yeah, girls soccer, that's a big game going out to Taylor, playing on their field. It's Kick for a Cause, which will help donate some money to a family in need out there. 3-1-2 on the season. The CHL has been a really tight season on girls soccer. We'll have a bye the first round of the tournament, and we'll play the winner of McNick and Taylor. So we could be playing Taylor back to back within a week, and we will travel to either of those two places. So this has been an interesting season for the girls. Been in a bunch of games, league record 3-1-2, which is obviously very respectable. And I feel like this is a young team led by a group of seniors that has really gotten better each week and has a chance to make some noise in the tournament. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's great. Switching over to best of luck to them. Switching over to the boys' side, they have two final matches of the regular season, and they start at tournament play. They host Taylor on Tuesday, and then have a non-league traveling to Roger Bacon on Saturday, which will be a good test before tournament time. Yeah,
Taylor's always a tough team, and they'll come ready to play. Our last home regular season game of the year, as you mentioned, tomorrow, traveling to Roger Bacon on Saturday. They are in the number 2 overall seed, just behind Summit, and we will get to host the second round game. We have a bye the first round, and really excited to see how deep this team can go. It's been a great year, 13-1-1, similar to our tennis team. I feel like I don't know if I've seen a more complete boys soccer team, at least at the schools that I've been at. And they're a lot of fun to watch. A lot of different kids can score. We have a great defense. So this is a year that we have high expectations for a deep tournament run. And it's hard to say the expectation is state champs because that's a pretty lofty goal. But this team can be at the end, can be at the podium at the end of the season. We just need it all to click together, like it's all has happened all year, and to stay healthy. And we'll see what happens.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds. Best of luck to them. It's exciting time of the fall. So that's great. Let's head over to the links. Boys golf, I know they advanced to districts. How about an update on boys golf, Brian?
Yeah, heartbreaker. Alex Holzapfel, who has been just strong all year, had another strong day at district, shot 73. There were 3 kids tied, so they went to a playoff and came up just a little bit short, but extremely proud of Alex and our boys golf team, for the season that they've had.
Yeah, congratulations to them. That was a good season because as we've talked in our previous shows, high school golf has gotten so much more competitive here the last several years, and great season to them. Let's go to the gridiron. A nice win against Finneytown on Friday. Nice crowd, and then week 9 we traveled to Wyoming, and as Coach Rodenberg says, it's just another game. It's a week 9 game.
Yeah, back to the Finneytown game, it's great to have our senior night and to have a game like that where at halftime, we're not as worried as much of those halftime adjustments. It was 47-0 at half. The second half, our JV kids got some good quality varsity minutes, so that's always great. And then moving into week 9, there's 2 teams undefeated at 5-0 in the league, and we get the opportunity to go over and play a well-coached team. They've had great success over a long period of time, and we're excited for the opportunity to play Indian Hill football.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice night. ESP Media will be broadcasting that, and I'll make sure I share that link with you, Brian. should be a nice night of football and a good CHL battle over at Wyoming. So best of luck to the Braves on Friday. Switching to field hockey. Let's see. Regular season winding down. We got 2 matches this week. Looks like 2 tough ones. Let's see. Travel to Summit on Tuesday, and then all the way up to Upper Arlington on Saturday, and then tournament play starts.
Yeah, and actually a game was even added. We play tonight. Talawanda will come down to Tomahawk
Oh yeah,
Stadium.
I missed that. It's here. Sorry.
And that'll be their senior night. So we have a middle school program that's run through the recreation department, and that we'll use that. They'll play before us tonight at 5:30. So come out and watch our middle school field hockey team. At 7 o'clock, Talawanda. Halftime, we'll celebrate our 5 seniors. And then travel to Summit tomorrow. And as you mentioned, Upper Arlington next or this coming Saturday. Earn the number 3 seed in the tournament. So that's exciting. We'll get to host a first round tournament game next Wednesday as we welcome Kettering Fairmont. And if we can get past that game, we'll get to play Ursuline again in the next round. So we'll see what happens.
So a busy week for field hockey here late in the season.
Busy week for field hockey. It's exciting. They've had a great year at 9-3-1 and looking to finish the season strong.
Yeah, that's great. Well, let's best of luck to them in a busy week, and then a strong presence in the tournament. Let's end this week's show with cross country. Looks like CHL championships coming up this weekend, and then right into tournament play.
Yeah, that's right. Something that I don't know if we've ever done it before, but I don't know of ever doing it. We will join the SWAC. So we will run up at Talawanda. That's Mount Healthy, Talawanda, Harrison. So we will run together at the same time. First race will start at 9:30. That'll be high school and middle school running. High school runs first and middle school. We'll have an overall invitational winner, but then we will also divide out the league standings. So a lot of fun to run with some other schools, but make it really a championship quality type of meet. The Talawanda course will be a lot of fun to run. So that's this Saturday. And then, as you mentioned, after the CHL championship Saturday, here we are, tournament time, districts.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So best of luck to the cross-country teams as they wrap up the regular season and get into league and state tournament runs. Brian, this is our last show for the fall. I just want to thank you for the time. We're glad that we started these again, and the traffic is telling us that people are enjoying it. They're getting something out of it. And I just appreciate your time and insight to all things Indian Hill Braves. And we will start our winter session Monday, December 4th. But thank you for all the time and the good insight to the Brave sports.
Thank you, Rob. And on December 4th, I hope we're talking about celebrating some state championships from this fall. I'm just really proud of our kids and our coaches for the fall that we've had, and hopefully we can finish strong. Go Braves.
Sounds great, Brian. Talk to you soon and have a great week.
Thank you.